What's going on, guys? I'm Mighty back here again with the weekly Rust Skins videos, and let's get started with the limited. Of course, we don't have anything new in the general store unless, of course, you did miss the spray can, so that is now in the game. We do have the low poly hoodie and pants that look pretty cool. We've got a new Dead Souls sleeping bag. The Graffiti set continues with the Graffiti wood. Got the Noir set continuing with an AR this time, Primordial Forge, Prototype SAP, and the Toxic Dragon garage door also continuing. So let's get started with the hoodie and pants, and these are going for $3.45 each, the low poly hoodie and the low poly pants, and overall they are quite nice. I do think that the set will most likely continue, but they are starting off at a very high price, so I do think that you would probably be able to get these for a little bit cheaper with a community market buy order, but as long as the set does continue, of course the items will go up in value. So it does make it a little bit harder to invest in off the Rust store at this price for clothing especially, but overall I do think they can go up as long as the set does continue. Alright, moving over to the guns next, we'll look at the Noir AK, and this one's going for $2.75. Honestly, I just don't think it's really hit the mark. It does have a picture of like a dude on the body of the AR, but honestly it's a little hard to see, at least in my opinion. Also, I'm not a big fan of just the black and white. I do think that it would be nicer if it was in a more similar art style as the ones in Counter-Strike. But look, end of the day, it's good that they actually did mix it up. I just don't really think that it's quite up to par. So honestly, $2.75, I don't think this is a very standout AK in my opinion. Doesn't have any picture of the ADS, but I'm sure it doesn't look too crash hot. Overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in the Noir AR off the Rust store for this week, as I don't think it will make you any money. Moving over to the Prototype SAP. Now, we haven't had SAPs in the store for ages up until last week because, of course, the SAP has now, gotten a slight buff as it's been reworked, as well as most of the other weapons. This is going for $2.75. At the moment, I do still think that there is SAPs that will take priority on the community market over this one. $2.75, so it is at its standard store price for weapons. So overall, I do think that the Prototype guns could definitely continue, but do I think they'll continue? Honestly, probably not. I honestly just don't think that they will continue. So overall, I don't think it's going to make you a crazy amount of money. I'd recommend getting this one off of the community market with the buy order. The 3D printed idea is a cool idea, but honestly, I don't know how old this skin is, and I really don't think that it's going to continue, but we will see. Overall, pretty cool looking SAP though, and I do like the 3D printed idea. So I will recommend getting this one off of the community market with the buy order though, rather than picking it up off the Rust store. Right, moving over to the Primordial Forge. This one's going for $2.05, and it's quite a nice looking forge during the day and the night. But we have so many nice looking forge furnaces that honestly I don't think that it's really going to be that standout. It's not going to be that crazy, and it's not going to make you really any money. And so overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in the Primordial Forge off of the Rust store. I do think you'll be able to get it as a play skin for cheaper on the community market with the buy order, and I honestly just don't think the demand's going to be very high for this one. Moving over to the Dead Souls sleeping bag. I actually really like this sleeping bag skin. I do think the fact that it's not glowing is a little bit of a missed opportunity, that is. The only thing I really don't like, besides the fact that it's not glowing, is the zipper underneath the pillow, which thankfully you probably will never actually see this. Is it underneath the pillow or is it at the end? It might be at the end of the sleeping bag actually. But yeah, overall, I just think it looks a little out of place. It looks too big. It looks flat. I just don't really like it. It's the only thing I don't like about the sleeping bag. If they remove that, we'd be chilling. $2.05 is the price of the sleeping bag. So overall, I think it's at a good price. I honestly think, even though it's not a glowing deployable, I do see the Dead Soul sleeping bag making sales in the future. And so honestly, I would pick this one up even as a play skin, just because I do think overall the Dead Soul sleeping bag will eventually actually make you money. So as a long-term investment, I will recommend picking up the Dead Soul sleeping bag, and I do think it's unique enough to actually get some sales in the community market. Right, moving over to the Graffiti wood storage box, going for $3.45. Now, I know we usually end on the wooden storage boxes, but today we're mixing it up. This is a continuation of the Graffiti set. We've already had like 3 other box skins accepted, the metal, the whatever else, I honestly don't remember. Anyway, they're all doing really well, and I do think that this is going to perform as well. So overall, I will recommend getting the Graffiti wood storage. This is going to be like the neon box storage set, and the scientific storage set, and the X point set. Like, it's all going to do well. Just make sure you sell it at the right time, which of course, if something new starts, like for example, scientific after neon boxes or Graffiti after scientific, then of course that's when you want to sell it. So overall, yeah, I do think the Graffiti wood storage box will make you money. I do think it looks quite nice. We are getting back to the point where the outline is like the outline of the box, the edges of the box are the same color as the actual font, the text, wood. And personally, I don't love that. I like it better when they're black, so that the text actually pops out, the Graffiti pops out a little bit more. Just my personal preference, but overall, I do think that would make it a bit better. But overall, I do think the Graffiti wood storage will make you money, so I will recommend investing in it. And let's move over to the final skin of the week. We've got a continuation of the Toxic Dragon Garage Door. By the way, everyone was asking for my cart last week. I actually didn't buy my cart until yesterday, so I literally bought it on the last day. I bought the Toxic Dragon sheet door. I didn't invest, by the way, for the first time ever. I bought that, and I bought a couple of other things just as play skins. I didn't buy anything to invest, I don't think, from memory. Anyway, Toxic Dragon Garage Door, $4.80. The sheet metal door is currently going for $6.63 on the community market, and so overall it is clearly doing quite well for itself. I do think that is going to be the same case as the garage door, of course. $4.80 is going to make it a lot harder to invest in. So you probably want to be buying it day one and then trying to sell it on day one when it comes out, or just holding off and then selling later down the line when you're happy with the profits. But overall, Toxic Dragon Garage Door, I think it's something that you can play with until like Christmas time and then sell it during that time. But I do think it is something you can make money off of. So overall, I will recommend investing in the Toxic Dragon Garage Door off the rest of them in store for this week as well. And now we move over to the cart. Alright gang, this is my cart for this week. So I'm getting one of everything except for the AK and the SAP. Getting 2 of the pants and the hoodie, and I'm also getting 2 of the storage box. It's going to cost me $27.55. If you guys have enjoyed this video, and remember, have a skits one.
Fiesta.